SpaceX stock has pulled back significantly from its highs, and in my opinion, this may be one of the most interesting entry points we've seen since the company went public. Now, that doesn't mean the stock can't fall further. It absolutely can. But when I look at where SpaceX is today, the businesses it controls, and the opportunities ahead, I believe the long-term story may be much bigger than the short-term volatility we're seeing right now. And here's why. SpaceX isn't just a rocket company anymore. It's becoming a global infrastructure company. It launches satellites, it operates Starlink, it's developing Starship, it works with governments, and now companies around the world are increasingly depending on SpaceX to access orbit. One recent example is VinSpace Joint Stock Company, which signed a launch contract with SpaceX. VinSpace plans to launch satellites aboard a SpaceX transporter mission in 2027. And that tells us something important. SpaceX doesn't have to own every successful satellite company. It can make money helping those companies reach space. About 30 seconds in, if you're enjoying this type of investing content, please hit the like button, follow or subscribe to the channel, and join us as we look for companies that could shape the next decade. Now let's keep going. The first reason I'm bullish: Starlink. People still associate SpaceX primarily with rockets, but Starlink may eventually be an even bigger story. Starlink provides satellite internet around the world. Homes, businesses, ships, airplanes, remote communities, governments, and potentially billions of connected devices in the future. In SpaceX's latest quarterly results, Starlink generated $4.29 billion of the company's $7.81 billion in quarterly revenue. That's more than half of SpaceX's revenue. So we're no longer talking about an experimental satellite project. We're talking about a massive operating business. Number 2, space launches. SpaceX has changed the economics of reaching orbit. Falcon 9 rockets can land and be reused. That means SpaceX can launch again and again instead of throwing away an entire rocket after every mission. And the more frequently SpaceX launches, the stronger its operational advantage becomes. Now add customers like VinSpace. Every new satellite company potentially becomes another SpaceX customer. SpaceX is essentially building the highway to orbit. And if the space economy grows, SpaceX may be collecting the toll. Number 3, Starship. Then there's Starship. This could potentially be the biggest part of the entire story. If SpaceX succeeds in making Starship fully and rapidly reusable, it could dramatically reduce the cost of moving massive amounts of cargo into space. That could unlock opportunities that are currently too expensive. Larger satellite networks, space stations, moon missions, manufacturing in orbit, and possibly businesses that haven't even been invented yet. Think about what happened when the cost of computing collapsed, or when the internet made information almost free to distribute. Reducing the cost of reaching space could create a similar technological shift. So why could now be interesting? Here's where things get interesting for investors. SpaceX shares have already experienced substantial volatility since the IPO. The stock has traded as high as roughly $225, but recently traded around the 130s. That doesn't automatically make it cheap, but it does mean investors today are getting a very different entry price than investors who chased the stock near its highs. And meanwhile, the underlying business continues growing. Starlink continues expanding. SpaceX continues launching. Starship development continues. International customers continue signing contracts. So when the stock price falls while the long-term business thesis continues developing, that's when I start paying attention. I personally view the current pullback as a potentially attractive long-term entry point. Not because I expect SpaceX to shoot straight back up tomorrow, but because if SpaceX executes over the next 5 to 10 years, today's price could eventually look very different.
but remember the risk.
SpaceX is still a high expectation stock. Its valuation is enormous. Starship could experience delays. Competition could increase. The stock could easily fall another 20, 30, or even 50%. Nobody knows. That's why you should never invest money you can't afford to leave invested for years. And very importantly, this video is not financial advice. I'm sharing my personal opinion and research for educational and entertainment purposes. Always do your own research before buying any investment. Final thought. SpaceX isn't just trying to build better rockets. It's building transportation into space, a global satellite internet network, potential infrastructure for artificial intelligence, and possibly the foundation for an entirely new space economy. The stock has pulled back. The business continues expanding. And that's why I believe this could be a very interesting buying window for long-term investors willing to accept the risk. If you enjoyed the video, please like, follow, and subscribe. It helps the channel tremendously. And tell me in the comments, would you buy SpaceX at today's price? Or are you waiting for it to fall even further? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.